Hi, everyone, and welcome to this webinar about AI-powered microlearning. So I guess it's good morning, good evening for others. We're a great bunch of people from all around the world here today. So we are actually over or almost 600 people joining. So that is really, really cool. While we wait for the rest of the people to join and while you can grab yourself a cup of coffee, why don't you write in the chat where you are joining us from? It'd be really cool to hear where you are all sitting. So find this chat and then we can get started. Okay, cool. So Tampa, Florida, Texas, UK. Wow, it's we also have people from Norway, and I'm also located in Oslo, Norway. We have, okay, let me see, Egypt, Tom from Michigan, really, really cool. And we, of course, have Lars Petter, my colleague in Norway, South Africa, North Ireland. Hi there, Paul. Oh, Virginia Beach. Nice. Definitely, it's very easy to see that we are a lot of people joining from all around the world, which is really, really cool. So I think we should just get started. It's 1 minute past. I think it's good to just get going. We have a lot to cover. Good. People joining from India too, and Slovakia. Really cool. Okay, I'll start sharing my screen then. There we go. Again, hi and welcome everyone to this webinar about AI-powered microlearning. And in this session, we will cover the theory behind microlearning, but we will also give you very actionable tips and tricks on how you can create microlearning yourself with the help of AI. This webinar is hosted by us in We Are Learning, together with our partner iSpring, which we are super excited about. And fairly soon, I will welcome Anna Poli to the stage, which will dive more into iSpring. But before we get started, I would like to tell you that the chat will be open throughout this webinar. So if you have any question, if it's we are related or in regards to iSpring, feel free to write in the chat. My colleague Lars Petter will answer them throughout this webinar. And I also know Kate from iSpring is joining and answering. So feel free to use the chat while we continue on in the webinar. We will also try to cover some questions at the end if we have time. And I also recommend you to joining or stay till the end, because I know there is an iSpring competition going on. So if you want to participate in that one, I recommend you stay till the very end. My name is Stine, and I am a senior instructional designer working here at We Are Learning. And if you wonder what We Are is all about, I can let you know that we are the next generation course authoring tool for immersive learning. So with our tool, you can create animation and also scenario-based training within minutes. So down below here, there is a QR code. If you want to book a demo with us, feel free to do so. I'll also share one at the end. And also feel free to check out our LinkedIn page. And here you see my beautiful colleagues. We are an international team, mostly based in Scandinavia and in Norway. And as mentioned, today we are talking about micro-learning. And as an instructional designer myself, this is something I've heard about for years and also done a lot throughout the years. Look, adding those bite-sized pieces, nuggets to your courses. But with AI, we definitely see new possibilities. It's way easier now to create it than ever before. So throughout this webinar, Anna Poli will dig more into the more theoretical part of micro-learning. And I will after show you how easy it is to create micro videos and also mini scenarios in VR. And of course, Anna will show us a bit more into iSpring and also how easy it is to create microlearning there and also how to embed VR into iSpring. So super excited about this. Again, we will answer questions either throughout or at the end. So without any further ado, let's welcome Anna to the stage. Hi there, Anna.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, awesome. You can hear me. That's good.
I can. Perfect. Okay, so you're here, really excited for this webinar. So I think I'll just step back and you introduce yourself and talk about iSprung and also dig into microlearning.
Okay, great. So let me share my screen really quickly. Okay. So it should appear right now. Awesome. Can you see it?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So, hello everyone once again. My name is Anna Poli, and I'm a senior course developer at iSpring Solutions. So, I have nearly a decade of experience in the e-learning industry, and today I'm excited to let you know how easy course development can be. So, but for those of you who aren't familiar with iSpring Solutions yet, let me just say a quick word about our company. So, for over 20 years, we have been designing e-learning software that empowers individuals, teams, and businesses to succeed through enhanced employee training. So, our 60,000 customers from over 170 countries choose iSpring for our ease of use and award-winning technical support. But now, so this is what I have a word about iSpring. Now let's dive into our agenda. Let's move on to today's topic. So first, we will break down the concept of microlearning and discuss how it works in today's fast-paced learning environment. Then we will dive into some practical aspects of microlearning. We will walk you through the general steps required to create a micro course. And finally, we will show you how to create one quickly and easily using iSpring page and via stories. And before we start, I've got a question for you. So, how much experience do you have with microlearning? So write the numbers of your answers in the chat. So 1 is for none, 2 is for little, 3 is moderate amount, and 4, I'm a microlearning pro. So let me quickly take a look in the chat. So I can see we have a lot of 1, 2, 3. All right, 3.5. Okay, good. Amazing. All right. That's good. I'm so happy that we have like a wide range of users and microlearning experts. So if you have any, I don't know, if you want to share any experience, I hope that you will do this in the chat. And of course, I hope that this webinar will be helpful, not only just for some of you who have a little of this experience, but for experienced pro users too. All right, so we, we also have someone with 10. All right, so I hope that we have something new and interesting to show you today. All right, thank you so much for all of your answers. Now let's move on to our topic. So, first of all, let's start with some fascinating statistics. So, who doesn't love numbers and statistics? So, a study in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that microlearning is 17% more effective in transferring knowledge than traditional classroom training. Another study conducted in 2018 also found that students who are taught using microlearning techniques retain knowledge 18% better. So researchers found that information delivered in short, focused chunks is easier to comprehend and recall than the same learning delivered in a longer, more comprehensive format. So these findings provide some insight into the concept of microlearning. And now let's explore what microlearning is and how it differs from other learning formats. So microlearning is a skill-based approach to learning that delivers information in small, highly focused chunks. It consists of microlearning modules, courses or lesson. It really doesn't matter what we call them. And each module provides a focused answer to a single problem or question. So that's why microlearning is also called bite-sized learning. There are two main differences between microlearning and traditional learning. So first of all, microlearning doesn't include a lot of context or details because it's not generally used to teach people basic knowledge. And second, microlearning assumes that each learner is self-motivated to seek out and complete the learning they need. Completing even the shortest lesson can present a challenge if it covers knowledge or topics that are beyond the learner's current set skill. And learners who have a basic level of expertise, who can identify their knowledge gaps, and who are comfortable learning this technology, will gain the most from microlearning. So let me mention that microlearning is not the answer to every learning need. It cannot be used to deliver broad foundational knowledge on any topic because by definition, it focuses on answering one question at a time. A common misconception is that any course can be transformed into microlearning just by breaking down existing learning materials into smaller chunks. And in fact, it requires careful consideration of objectives, focus, content, delivery method, and accessibility. So there are actually a lot of myths and misconceptions surrounding this topic. But here's what is definitely special about the microlearning. First, length. So as the name implies, microlearning is fast. A typical module can be completed in about 5 or 10 minutes. However, there are no hard and fast rules about its length. It's all about need and context. So keep this in mind as long as necessary and as short as possible. Next, focus. By eliminating irrelevant information, micro courses are highly focused and tend to target a single learning objective. Next one is variety. Microlearning content takes many forms, including, but far from limited to, video tutorials, podcasts, simulations, assessments, and online presentations. And finally, last but not least, mobile friendly. Modern learners want training materials that are effective, accessible, and fast. Microlearning is typically mobile first, making it the ideal solution for something around 70% of employees who look for just-in-time answers and just-in-time answers for work-related problems. So it might appear that microlearning is something fast, easy, and fun. That's probably correct, but it doesn't mean that it can be developed quickly and easily on the fly. It's still a course and should be planned, designed, and developed. So it's time to move on to how to create microlearning modules in six simple steps. Okay. Step number 1. Research and choose a highly focused topic. This step is as simple as it sounds. Choose a narrow topic. Ask yourself, what problem are we trying to solve? If your answer is something like, our membership is down and we need train on how to recruit, you're still too broad for microlearning. The more you pare it down, the easier it will be to create learner-focused, outcome-driven content. Now let's go to step number 2. Know your audience. So when creating microcourses, your main consideration should be your audience. Once you know your topic, you can start narrowing the audience. Ask yourself questions like, what are their demographics, like age, cultural and educational background? The next question I would ask myself is, how tech savvy are they? And what do your learners already know or not know about this topic? And other questions like that. So if you fail to read your audience correctly, you're going to miss the mark when it comes to developing learning objectives. So be careful here. Now let's move on to step number 3. Determine a singular learning outcome. Learning outcomes state what specific skills you would like your learners to take away from your course. Creating courses with well-defined learning objectives is crucial for success. So, and here I have a tip for you. A well-defined outcome should use concrete, measurable verbs rather than abstract nouns that cannot be quantified or measured. Let's say you're providing leadership training for managers, supervisors, or team leaders. Then the example of a poorly written outcome is trainees will understand which leadership skills are needed for promotions. And the well-written is trainees will be able to identify which leadership skills are needed for promotions. So, does it make sense? Do you see the difference? So, identifying leadership skills is a concrete, measurable action. Whereas understanding them is an abstract process that cannot be measured. Now let's move on to step number 4, that is create and chunk your content. Chunking is a practice of dividing your content into as many sections as possible. The idea is to break each section down to its atomic state, such that they cannot be logically broken down further. And step number 5, build a microcourse. So here you will need offering tool software like to put all your content together. There are some tools that allow you to do this in matter of minutes without a single line of coding. So in our case, it's iSpring page, which is super easy to use, and a place where you can build microcourses. And step number 6, distribute the final product. So now that your course is complete and you're satisfied with the final product, consider distributing a pilot version. So just to test audience to work out any kinks and unforeseen issues. So microlearning is a great strategy that can be used to deliver different types of training. For example, training how to perform a task or use specific tools or technologies. It is also often used to refresh skills and reinforce knowledge. So as you can see from the microlearning examples on the slide right now, there may be different kinds of activities, but today we will focus on interactive modules that can be easily created on your own using AI-powered tools such as VS Stories and iSpring Page. So at this point, I think I'm passing the mic over to Stine.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the great insight, Anna. Love this. So as a learning designer myself, this is something I always love to add to my courses. So small chunks of information that you can add and makes it even more engaging and has a great variety. Okay, thank you. I'll continue over here and give it your word when we are ready to look into iSpring and how this can work together with VR. So thank you. Cool, thanks. I'll share my screen again. Yes, so it's super easy now to create content faster with the help of AI, especially when it comes to micro-learning. And with our tool, we strongly believe that anyone can create mini videos and also mini scenarios within minutes. So that is exactly what I would like to show you now. And before we dive into VR, I would like to use the chat. So have you ever used scenarios as a part of your course creation? And if so, what have you used it for? So feel free to use the chats. And while you are writing in the chat, I'll just quickly remind everyone what we're talking about here in regards to mini scenarios. So mini scenarios are very short and focused and places the learner directly into a specific situation where you kind of really need to make decisions immediately. And this is great for splitting up the content, so you not only using text or images, but you're actually doing something else, which is easy to create for an instructional designer and also very easy to update and also very flexible. And I am very sure it also boosts the engagements for the learners. Okay, so before I dive into VR, I'll just check the chat here. So absolutely, code of conduct. This is like very good for more code of conduct, cybersecurity, more of soft skills training, leadership training. I've used it for as well. So a lot of yes here and a lot of haven't used it for, let me see. Okay. So I think it's a great variety here. Some say yes, others says no. But I think mostly actually say they have tested it out. Perfect for sales training. Lars Petter is typing here. Financial team working together. Okay, cool. Emotional intelligence. Haven't tested it out. Okay, nice. So some have used it, others haven't. I would like now to show you how it looks like inside the VR. So I'll just stop sharing and go straight into R. So what you will now see is a very, very, very short story about being a mentor. And in this story that I would like to show you, I added a lot of interactivity. So actually interactive buttons you need to click on to be able to proceed in your story. And also my favorite part of VR, my favorite feature, and that is open response, meaning I can talk to the character based on free speech. And that I've also added that. So I'll just play it for you now, and then we can go a bit more into detail after.
Sophia, an experienced mentor, is meeting her new mentee, Alex, for the first time. They have been paired through the company's mentoring program, and Sophia wants to ensure a productive and engaging first session. Let's dive into this scenario to have a closer look.
Hi, Alex. It's great to finally meet you. I'm really looking forward to our mentoring journey together.
Thanks, Sophia. I appreciate you taking the time. I'm excited, but also a little unsure about what to expect.
That's completely normal. A good starting point is understanding what you hope to get out of this mentorship. Have you thought about any specific goals or challenges you'd like to focus on?
Honestly, I haven't really thought about specific goals yet. I just want to grow in my career.
A good mentor meets their mentee where they are and guides them forward at the right pace. What do you think Sophia should do next?
Set clear goals.
Great. Sophia should now help Alex set a SMART goal so he has a clear and structured path forward.
Okay, that was the first story I have prepared. So this gives you a good understanding of what you can create in VR. You can create, of course, more explainer, linear videos without any interactivity that can be downloaded as an MP4 file. Or you can make those scenario-based training where you have different, I'll just zoom out here a bit, different branches that you can continue building. So it's very, very easy to do. And since we have, I have this demo, I would love to show you also how easy it is for you to create a story yourself. And to do so, we have Aiko here. And I can give Aiko, our AI bot, a certain prompt. So here, I want Aiko to create a short story, an explainer video about the same topic, being a good mentor. And I'll hit continue here. And then I need to choose a location. Let me see. These are locations I had just uploaded. And I'll go for this office setting. And then I need to set what kind of voice my character should have. And here we have our very own characters. I'll show them pretty soon because they are all in 3D. And we have a lot of ones you can choose from. And we can, of course, make custom ones as well. And they look really, really good. Let me see her. If I find the perfect one, I'll go for her. Okay, so if I click on Jessica here, you can also choose what kind of voice this character will have. I'll just preview a few for you now.
Every moment spent learning is...
We are all something.
Yeah, so the list is quite long. We integrate with Azure and also 11 labs. And I'll give her a name and also give her some characteristics. There we go. And now I have a summary of what I want my story to be all about. And now I want Aiko to generate a script for me. So here I have a suggestion for script. And now I can just click animate story. And what Aiko will now do, he will convert everything into a story. And he will place the script into what we like to call our node map. And these different boxes, these are nodes that you can tweak. And of course, even though we have added a suggestion for script and animation, you can, of course, also customize this further if you would like. So you can change the script, improve it, and also improve the animation. So here you go. Here you see the story, and it's a linear story. So without us doing any edits, why don't we see what Aiko, our AI bot, has created for us?
Being a good mentor is about building relationships founded on trust and respect. It's essential to create an open environment for dialogue, effective communication.
Yeah. So within minutes, I have my very own video that I have created, and it's based on what I wanted. So going back here now, I would just quickly like to show you kind of behind the scenes and how easy it is for you to do this yourself. So here we have the different script. Of course, you can just continue writing here, delete or add. And you also have, of course, AI that can improve your writing. One other cool thing is that you can also be in charge of the animation. Here, Aiko has suggested the animation for us, but you can, of course, tweak this, and they can have all sorts of body posture. So what you see here is that the character's body language. You can even be intoxicated. So you can also have lying in bed, lying on a sofa, and also sitting on a chair, and also an office chair. So, and also wheelchair. So this is something that's really fun to play around with. Other than that, you can, of course, also change her facial expression very easily. And one other thing that you can add is something that we like to call gestures. So here you have many different gestures you can play around with. We have over 100 different gestures, so really fun to play around with them. Yeah. Good. I think for the animation part is very easy. You just like add, delete, move, and time however you would like. And Aiko has some great suggestions. So this is something you can do if you want to. And as I mentioned, these characters are all in 3D, so you can move them around. You can, of course, make them smaller. And you decide yourself how do you want them to play out. You can also very easily add further characters, and they can, of course, also have a conversation together. And as I said, this is a linear story, so no interactivity. I can, of course, also download this to my computer. But if I want to add interactivity, I'll just hit this response node. And now I'm able to play around and really make really cool branch scenarios. So basically, based on what I'm clicking on, so either A or B or C, I am routed to that specific node. And these are all very flexible. You can just combine them. You can, of course, loop them back together, or you can continue adding further responses here. So very, very flexible tool. So again, it's you can go in here and say, what would you like to explore further? And since this is all about mentoring, we can, of course, add, okay, I want to have active listening, clear goals, or ongoing support. And then suddenly there will be this interactive button, just as you saw in the example I showed you, where I need to click. And based on what I'm clicking, I will get the specific feedback. So that is we are, actually. And we have a lot of different nodes to choose from. I won't go into details of all of them now. But we have interactive buttons, but we also have this open response where you actually can talk to the characters. So the learner, they won't see this node map, but for you as a learning designer, you have full control of where they are routed to, which branch should they go to based on what they are saying or typing. So really flexible in regards to that. So again, it's fun to play around here, and we also have posters, so more contextual information you can add, and also recently launched hotspot where you have clickable objects, so you can upload a photo and add clickable objects and get more information. So really, really fun to play around here. I'll stop myself there because I can continue forever, and that can be some other time. So, okay, I think, Anna, I should give the word back to you, and you can show me more, or us more in depth, how it works in iSpring, and also show how works together with iSpring.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen right now. It will appear in a couple of moments. So yeah, I really, really love everything that Stine just showed us, because that's amazing. I really love this type of interactivity. And now let's see how we can embed this, how we can use it this iSpring. So before we dive into the practice, let me tell you a little bit more about our iSpring page. That's our cloud-based course builder, but functions directly in a web browser. So you don't have to download and install anything. It provides a faster and easier way for team members to work together on a specific project. So multiple authors can collaborate by editing text, customizing the course design, and more. And of course, iSpring page includes iSpring AI, which helps generate ideas, write text, and enhance course design. And that's really great in terms of speeding up your work. And imagine, but right now you don't need to log into third-party services anymore. You can use GPT technology right in the product where you're creating the course. So sounds great for me. And today we will go over the creation of your course and its delivery to your learners and clients. But before we dive in, I want to ask you one more question if you don't mind. So feel free to answer in the chat. So are you already using AI in your training content? Type in your answers. You can just use numbers or yes, no, will be awesome too. 1 is for yes and 2 is for no. Okay. I can see we have different answers, which is amazing. I can see some of you use AI, somebody doesn't. That's good. Okay. Yeah. So it's great to see like how many of you already incorporated AI into your work, but it's also seems that not all of you using this, but I hope that I can help you a little bit with the AI and encourage you to use it in your courses. Okay, thank you so much for all of your answers. Now I will stop sharing this screen and I will quickly, as soon as I can, reshare it to iSpring page. So it will appear on your screen in a couple of moments. Okay, can you see my screen? Any emoji in the chat will be perfect. All right, amazing. So, perfect. Thank you so much for letting me know. I can see all of your reactions, all of your emojis. So we are right now on the iSpring page main page, exactly. So to create a new course, a new scrollable course, I need to click where it says create and go to page. So before we start the create the content, let's take a look on the interface. On the left, right here, you will be able to see the outline of your course. Here you can add chapters or delete them, work on the structure of your course. In the middle, we have the main editing section. And in the upper right corner, you can see the different options like add collaborators, export your scrollable course, set up settings, and of course, share with your colleagues. So today we will go ahead and create a course about mentoring in the workplace. But first, I will show you how AI can help you create content for your e-learning project. So before we start, we need to select a title for our future course, right? I don't know about you. Probably for some of you, you don't have this blank page problem, but I sometimes have it. So one of the ways on how you can solve this problem, how you can start, create something, you can use AI to help you with something. So To run our AI, I need to click in the editing section. I can click on space to run the AI, or I can click on plus and go to Ask AI. So let's use space. I have my prompt pre-made, so we will save the time right now. So don't be so scared if all of a sudden something will appear on the screen. Okay, so we will ask AI to suggest some titles for mentoring in the workplace. And as you can see, the magic happens right now. Some interesting titles would cover different topics. So if you don't like any other titles, you can click try again to rerun the prompt, or if you like it, you can select that. We need just one, so I will select this one and just insert it right here. Okay, so the next thing which we need to do, we need to create an outline for our course. So it would be nice to have the content, right? We don't have time right now to start it from the very beginning and create it from the scratch. So once again, we will ask AI to help. So let's go ahead and create outline. I will select the topic, and right after I select it, the menu will pop up right here. So I click versus AI and select Create Course Outline. And AI starts to generate. Okay, let's try once again. Perfect. It starts to generate the perfect outline for our course. Okay, I will go ahead and add it below. So here we go. The next thing that we need to do is that we need to create the content, right? In this case, so first of all, I will add the title which was selected right here and select the one which AI generated for me. Now for the course outline, I will make it a new paragraph. Now we have a lot of modules here. And the next thing which we need to do, we need to have some text. So to do this, let's do it for module 1. Some additional spaces. I will select module 1. In the AI menu, I will go ahead and select Ask AI and ask to expand on this topic. Okay, and here we go. The text is generating for us. So right after we have it, so it can generate for a while to cover everything. All right, so I go ahead and click versus add and select add below. Okay, here we go. So the next thing which we need to do, we can create a quiz out our text. So to do this, I will select the text, go to AI, and select Generate Questions. So AI Assistant offers you some options. So we have different question types, which can you insert directly into your scrollable course. You don't even need to think about the correct and incorrect feedback. You don't need to comes up, which is correct the answer will be, everything is highlighted and already created. So if you want to create some more questions, you can click just generate more, or you can hit continue. So here, several options like new exercise or to new quiz. Exercise are more for self-assessment, and quizzes are for grading. Because our scrollable course can be exported into SCORM and XAPI format, you can add some graded items like graded quizzes directly into your scrollable course. Okay, so I can click save and it will appear right here. All right. And also one more thing is that we have some good news for everyone who is working with different languages. So our AI speaks a lot of them, and we can ask, we can run prompts like, let me show you. Scroll down a little bit. Steps in developing a mentoring program in Italian. And here we go. I'm so sorry, I'm not very good with Italian. That is, in general, looks like true, correct text. So, yeah, it will look like this. You can stop at any point if you will be fast to do this, not as I did, and click add. All right. And one more thing about the quizzes that you can create in iSpring's page is that you can click versus edit and edit already created, generated questions. You can add some pictures, you can change the question type, add some new choices, let's say add some additional answer options, or delete already created ones. Okay. Let's click on done. And of course, AI is an amazing feature which you can use for many options for many cases. But that's not. This is just one of the features that iSpring page offers, and it has a wide range of small but important features that can help you create really engaging and professional looking micro courses in a matter of hours. So to show you these features, I will go ahead and show you how you can create a course. So what are we going to do? I will go back and quickly create one more page for you. So let's create an introduction slide first. I have some pre-made document with the text. Here it is. So don't be surprised if the text will appear out of nowhere. And first of all, let's go ahead and add a title, and let's go ahead and add some text to our scrollable course. Okay, here we go. Now let's change this list of the text. Let's make it more visually appealing. So we will make it a bulleted list. So I select the text in the menu, in the pop-up menu right here. I will go to text and select bulleted list. And here we go. Now I think it will be a little bit easier to navigate throughout this text. Now let's go ahead and add a cover image. I will use one from my pre-made documents. Here we go. If you want, you can change the image, crop it, and work with background colors and their opacity to set up the contrast more. All right, now let's go ahead and create a new chapter. So we move to outline and click where it says add a chapter. Now for the second chapter, I will go ahead and add a title. And now I will add some text here. So first of all, we will change the style of this text too, just to make it more interactive and make this text stand out and grab our learner's attention. So to do this, I will select it, and in the menu, click where it says text, and I will change it to call out, like this. If I click on the cloud, I can change what exactly type of cloud it will be. So I can change it to attention, to the question, the correct, no, pause, and etc. Or you can just set up no icon at all and just work with the color. Okay, let's set this up to the info slide. Okay, so the next thing, I think here we're at the important point right now, just because now I want to add a video. And we will go ahead and insert the video which Stine created earlier in this webinar. So let me show you how you can do this. So all you need to do after you created a dialogue, a simulation using VR, you need to copy the link to the video and paste it in your scrollable course. So in this case, your learners will be able to interact with a video right in the page, right into your long read. They don't need to open a new browser window or a new tab. Everything will work directly in the scrollable course. So I got the embed code, and let me go back to my long read, and I just inserted right here. Okay, so it's being loaded right now. I love it. We have all of this here, and the quotes are amazing. Love this part. So this looks so beautiful, right? Okay, and here we go. All right. I hope, finger crossed, that I said everything correctly and you will be able to hear the audio, but here we go. I can definitely hear it. Okay. Okay, it seems like you cannot hear it. Okay, give me just a second. I will just quickly reshare the screen. So just a moment. All right, so I will restart it very quick.
Sophia, an experienced mentor, is meeting her new
Perfect.
mentee, Alex, for the first time. They have been paired through the company's mentoring program, and Sophia wants to ensure a productive and engaging first session. Let's dive into this scenario to have a closer look.
Amazing. So here you can continue or restart or even go into the full screen mode so you can see it. Let me show you how you will be able to
Hi,
see it.
Alex. It's great to finally meet you.
Here we
I'm
go.
really looking forward to our mentoring journey together.
All right.
Thanks, Sophia. I appreciate you taking the time. I'm excited, but also a little unsure about what to expect.
That's completely normal. A good starting point is understanding what you hope to get out of this mentorship. Have you thought about any specific goals or challenges you'd like to focus on?
Okay, so we are in the most interesting part, the way where we need to make a choice.
Honestly, I haven't really thought about specific
Working
goals yet. I just want to
flawlessly.
grow in my career.
A good mentor meets their mentee where they
Perfect. All right, so thank you, Stine, so much for creating this beautiful piece of the content. Very, very nice.
Great work, and I really enjoyed looking into iSpring and also how easy it is to embed a We Are story into iSpring. So thank you so much, Anna. Yes, we only have 5 minutes left, so I think I see we have a few questions in the chat. I don't think we should go into details of those now. Of course, we will follow up with you later, but I just want to quickly touch upon one question here from Dr. Leo. I think that was a very interesting question, and that is, can you use microlearning for more performance-based learning? And my initial thought here is yes, of course. And we also have a customer in the railway where they are using, they have QR codes on their machines, and those working there need to scan the code and get the course and the stories to see and answer to get more information of those. So that's one way of doing it. And also, I just also showed you in the demo the hotspot with a clickable object, so you can upload a photo of, for example, construction gear, and kind of get more information on the different things you need to do. And also very cool when it comes to software training. But that's a completely other webinar. Okay, good. I'll share my screen, Anna, and we can round up here.
Sure.
Okay. So again, a great session. We have gone into micro learning and also tips and tricks, both in We Are and also iSpring. If you want to know more about We Are, we have a session 5th of March. My colleague here, Maria, will add a registration link to this webinar. So if you want to go really more into the details, more step-by-step how you actually do this, feel free to join. It's free. And if the time is not perfect for you, you will always get the recording sent to your email. So feel free to join, and you will really get a good insight into how you create both animated videos and also scenario-based videos that you can easily integrate with your course platform and also iSpring. Okay, and one other thing, iSpring is also having this course creation contest. So I don't know, Anna, if you want to add anything here. I see there's a link to the contest.
So yeah, if you don't mind, I just want to take a quick moment to share something really exciting, like I think for everyone who's passionate about instructional design. So we launched the iSpring course creation contest for the first time. And I think that this is a great chance to challenge yourself, join a community, and win some exciting prizes, of course. So once you register, you'll get free access to the iSpring Suite Max, plus some training materials, and we'll be able to use iSpring page and our editor for scrollable courses. Of course, you will get some personalized feedback from instructional designers, and I believe I saw James, my another judge in this contest, in the chat. So if you're interested, registration is open until February 17th, and it's completely free to join. So you will see the link in the chat. I think my colleagues already sent it. And yeah, you're more than welcome to join.
Thank you. Great input. And it's really cool with the prices and everything. So recommend everyone to joining here. Okay, so we also, for our customers, free trial users, we also have a We Are community that is open for you to check out. So if you sign for a free trial, you can also check out our community where we have instructional designers discussing how to work with scenario-based training and also micro-learning. And we, of course, share a lot of tips and tricks, and it's a really fun crowd to be a part of. So feel free to join our community as well. Here's a link as well. You need to have an account in We Are, but set up a free trial and give it a go. Good. Again, if you have any questions to Anna, here you have her contact information. I just want to also use the time, Anna, to thank you. It was great insight into micro-learning, so highly appreciated. Feel free to reach out to her if you have any questions, and also feel free to reach out to me. So if you want me to show you more, you can always scan this code and we can set up a talk, and you can always email me if you want to have more information. Nice. Okay.
Awesome.
I think that was it. Thank you all for joining here today. I hope you feel inspired to use microlearning as a part of your training. And anything you want to say, the last part here?
So I really, really want to thank you for having us. It's a pleasure to be able to conduct this webinar with you and to show how our software can work together. So I think it's amazing. Thank you so much for your active participation. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you find it useful. And of course, if any questions arise, don't hesitate to contact me or connect to me on LinkedIn. You're more than welcome.
Good. Okay. I wish you all a fantastic day and looking forward to maybe seeing you next time. Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye.